grants for real estate this year. There are grants for real estate and they vary by state. Grants for residential, grants for multifamily renovation, and grants for development. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you a grant for real estate. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde. Welcome. Please subscribe to the #1 community for real estate, income, grants, and credit. So grants are free money that you don't have to pay back. And there are grants for real estate in all 50 states, depending on the property and the location. We've been very intentional about using grants for real estate, and I'm glad I discovered this years ago. So the grant we're looking at today is out of Pennsylvania, Dauphin County, and they recently released a new $575,000 3-year grant. So this grant is specifically focused on real estate of the exterior and the interior of homes for the elderly as well as the disabled. And the grants are called Critical Home Repair Grants, and is a 3-year grant being administered by the Habitat for Humanity of the Greater Harrisburg area. So there are grants like these all around the country, and some of them are actually for specific purposes, and others actually are more broad and they're more open. And as I shared earlier, in finding real estate grants, many times they have to do with the location, the type of property it is, and in some cases, the subject owners of those properties. Now in this case, in the Greater Harrisburg area, Habitat for Humanity has actually stepped in to actually help, because in this location, 31 out of 100 properties are actually affordable. So there's big affordability issues like we're seeing all around the country. So they're actually stepping in to actually not only help in this capacity, but also those homeowners who don't have the money or resources to do exterior or interior work to their homes. So in applying for this 3-year grant program, the first thing we want to know is that Habitat for Humanity is actually a source. They actually have a repetitive and rolling grant over the next 5 years. But for this program, they're actually going to be administering the grant for 3 years. In fact, their website actually has several grant programs that they're offering for home ownership and actually pushing the needle forward in affordability. The goal for them is to actually make homes affordable and help people with budget-friendly, affordable homes. So they actually have several grant programs, including a home ownership program, this grant program for real estate, the Critical Home Repair Grant, and they also have a Veteran Critical Home Repair Grant. So it's actually split between veterans as well as disabled people, and they're looking to actually help them with these grants to help shore up their homes on the inside as well as the outside. So on their website, they share what type of repairs they'll be doing and what the grant covers. And it covers typical repairs such as exterior repairs, interior repairs, including kitchens and bathrooms, plumbing, floors, ceilings, etc. On the outside, they're going to be handling roofs, windows, doors, porches, railings, steps, and much more. Also, they're also going to be addressing critical repairs that need replacements, such as roofing, plumbing, and electrical. Things that are very, very expensive. And they actually show you a before and after picture of their work and how they've actually helped homeowners with this real estate grant in the past. So how much does it cost? Well, the homeowners actually pay only part of the cost of the materials and the subcontractors based on their income. So this is actually going to be based on income. And most likely they actually help, and they have certain criteria that qualify you or disqualify you from applying for the grant. So for this grant, who qualifies as those who actually own or live in a home in Dauphin County, Camp Hill, Wormlersburg, or Lemoyne that need repairs. Also, those with a household gross income below 80% of the area's median family income, which includes for a family of 1, $55,900, family of 2, $63,900, family of 3, $71,900, family of 4, $79,850, family of 5, $86,250, family of 6, $92,650, and a family of 7, $99,050. Now you actually must be up to date on your property taxes and mortgage. You also must be a homeowner that's a current occupant of the property. So this is not for rentals or those who are actually absentee owners. Also, the need of your house must fall within the 5 key areas that they actually specialize in and address when they're helping you in your home, both on the interior as well as the exterior. So for this grant, they'll need your proof of income. They'll need also your federal tax returns. Also, they need your proof of ownership, whether you actually have a deed. Also, they'll need a mortgage payment invoice or receipt, so they'll need a copy of your mortgage statement, and they also need your homeowner's insurance declaration page. Now, if you're actually a U.S. veteran, a VA, they'll need Form DD-214 from you when you're actually going to apply for this grant. Now, it's actually a pretty straightforward process based on the criteria, based on the location, so you'll need to review the qualification criteria before going forward and applying for this grant. Now, one of the key things in tapping into grants and getting grants repeatedly and consistently is by actually creating grant relationships all around the country. This is very important, and I can't stress it enough. Many times people just want grants to take the money and actually continue to move on. However, if you actually focus on building relationships and actually finding grant sources, it can actually go a long way. And that's how we're actually able to source grants on a monthly basis, both online as well as offline. So for this grant source, they actually have a 5-year strategic plan to not only help residents with affordable housing, but also to disseminate grants and actually to be a catalyst of homeownership in that location. And one of the great ways that you can actually glimpse and find out who's a grant source and where you can actually find real estate grants in a specific area is by looking at the annual reports of organizations like these, because inside their annual reports, they'll show you their activity and they'll also highlight their victories and how they've made a change and how they've impacted the community. So many times this is actually giving you an insight into who you should be aligning with, your business should be aligning with when it comes to actually getting grants, and also specifically if you're going to be getting grants for real estate and looking to use it strategically to acquire real estate or expand your real estate portfolio. So it actually can be done, and this is something we've been doing for years, in activating grants for real estate projects, activating grants for moving and acquiring real estate, and also building and giving more back to the communities and those locations that we actually invest in or are partners in. Now, in the case of this Habitat for Humanity in the greater Harrisburg area, if you'd like to get a glimpse of their annual report, you can actually do so by going directly to their website at harrisburghabitat.org. So if you'd like to learn more about grants for real estate, how the process works, if you'd like to learn how to actually access grants for residential as well as commercial, for investment, and how to actually use grants as a tool in order to expand your real estate portfolio and grow your real estate portfolio, just comment the word grants in the comment section below. We'll make sure we send you our free 5-step grant guide. So there's actually a way to start in this process. You actually need to start the process of using grants to be able to acquire real estate and also using grants for your business. We'd like to share with you our free 5-step grant guide, so you can actually get that by simply commenting below grants, and we'll actually send that to you. So if you have any questions regarding grants for real estate, if you'd like to share more about it, feel free to actually jump in the comment section below and share what your thoughts are, what you feel that is necessary in this climate that we're in, where affordability is at an all-time low. People really need this, not only for repairs, but also to be able to actually help them to be able to move forward into home ownership. And this is something that we specialize in. We'd like to actually share more with you. So if you'd like to get our free 5-step grant guide, make sure you comment grants below, and we'll make sure that we send that to you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also, you can actually email me anytime. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.